When I see snow-capped mountains rising in the distance towards the clouds, my heart trembles with unexpected happiness. Some faded ancient memories awaken in it, as if I had already contemplated these visions once and therefore always yearned for them, as if the most wondrous and sacred promises were beginning to be fulfilled. I stand captivated and shaken and do not know whether one can believe these phantoms. How light, how bold is this swing towards the heavens! How gentle, how ghostly are the outlines! And how powerful are the masses of the earth hidden behind it! I see the earth rising to the sky, I see the sky embracing it, I see how the earth is lost in the sky, merging with it, perhaps it itself becomes the sky. Is this not a dream? Or, perhaps, this vision is real reality, and the flat life of everyday life is just a painful dream? Where does this blissful anxiety come from in me, this feeling of my approaching homeland? As if this shining splendor from afar, this promised future, arose from my intimate past, from my pre-temporal existence. Or maybe my soul is so ancient of days that I could actually be present at the formation of worlds. Or maybe these distant mountains tell me about what I myself was, and what I am, and what I will be, and what splendor awaits me ahead. Tender visions. Prophetic images. God's dreams. But the view has disappeared. Airy phantoms have disappeared in the earthly mist and in the heavenly clouds. And only the heart whispers to me about the possibility of the impossible. And then the mountains accept me into their midst and carry me upward, calmly and blissfully allowing me to trample them with my foot and climb their steep cliffs. Their calm is transmitted to me, and I go higher and higher. Slowly I climb, there is no need to hurry. Much time is needed to overcome the height, to get used to it, so that my head does not spin from this dormant mountain rebellion, so that my breath does not stop from this elemental prayer. Now I am tired, but I cannot and do not want to reckon with fatigue. A mysterious force calls me upward. A certain attraction has awakened in me, as if I were seized by a powerful, pretemporal ascent that cannot be resisted, up, up, ever higher, and only having exhausted my last strength can I fall away and refuse to climb, but even then a feeling would remain in my soul as if I had shamefully exhausted myself in a great cause. No, this is impossible, I must go and reach it, in order to experience the meaning and fate of the ancient uprising, in order to learn the rebellious prayer of the mountains. And now, at last, the ascent is over. I am at the top, in the harsh solitude of the mountains. Everything has disappeared, the scent of flowers and the giant pines, the herds and huts. Ancient chaos looks at me in strict calm. The gray-yellow, bare cliffs are majestically silent. In heavy dreams lie the breaking glaciers, covered from above with black stone dust. And everywhere, a soul-stirring, stunning silence, from which you can hear the beats of your own heart and your ears begin to ring. Yes, everything that is great in the world lives in silence. And speaks in silence. If you close your eyes, it seems that around you there is complete emptiness, a complete absence of being. But if you open them, you marvel at the complete soundlessness of this abundance, these stone masses, these menacing boulders. Mountains do not like noise, they seem to have withdrawn into themselves, into their secret life, and they hide to themselves their anciently maturing thoughts. And only landslides and avalanches, unable to withstand this silent grandeur, fall down with a roar and dust. And the streams of water, rolling down into the valley, betray by their boiling and murmuring the secret designs of the mountain peaks. But the mountains themselves speak only of the highest silence, only of their finished outlines, only of the mysterious co-belonging of their lines and masses. Silent beauty. Strict goodness. Modest grandeur. And all together, like eternal hymns. The kingdom of soundless symphonies. You stand and listen to this soundlessness. And you learn to observe chaste silence in the high spheres of life. Learn to observe your dignity, without claiming anything, and you comprehend that true greatness is clothed in humility. In the struggle for heights, in the ascent to God, no noise is needed. It is necessary that all life becomes a quiet prayer, and then it will rise in praise and bright thanksgiving. In distant, primordial times, the earth grieved over its fate and murmured to God in a great uprising. And it remained in this confusion. And it froze in its rebellion. And its rebellion was a prayer, and its prayer was creative chaos. And now this chaos submitted to God's word, and the rebellion turned into a hymn of gratitude. The inspired upsurge humbled itself under God's blessing, and the exalted rocks became friends with the rays of heavenly light. And the mountains rested in their silence, accepting a certain godlikeness and revealing to people their mysterious meaning for instruction and transformation.